To a majority of the public, social media can be used to connect with friends and family. However, it can be used to be more influential than we think. Social media can be used as a tool to call out people on their mistakes, but in doing so can also ruin one's reputation and career. Many celebrities have been shut out for their comments or controversial statements that have gotten them canceled from mainstream media. Celebrities such as Kanye have said things that don't support the mainstream media, causing the internet to attack him. In a New York Times article, Kanye addresses the cancelization of his career, saying, I'm canceled. I'm canceled because I didn't cancel Trump. This cancel culture is harmful to our society because it opposes anyone who does not agree with the majority can end someone's career. You do not have to agree with what he said, but he should be able to say it. But not all who are canceled are due to opposing the mainstream media. They can be dropped just because of something they did in the past. For example, comedian Kevin Hart was expected to host the 2019 Oscars, which no one wanted to host, so Kevin Hart stepped in and offered because this was his dream. Until multiple homophobic tweets from 2019 resurfaced, with one saying, Yo, if my son comes home and tries to play with my daughter's dollhouse, I'm going to break it over his head and say, in my voice, stop, that's gay. As a result from the negative backlash he received from the public and press, he took the initiative and stepped down from the host of the 2019 Oscars.
I swear, man, our world is becoming beyond crazy. And I'm not going to let the craziness frustrate me or anger me, especially when I worked hard to get to the mental space that I am at now. My team calls me, oh my God, Kevin, the world is upset about tweets you did years ago. Oh my God. Guys, I'm almost 40 years old. If you don't believe that people change, grow, evolve as they get older, I don't know what to tell you. If you want to hold people in a position where they always have to justify or explain their past, then do you. I'm the wrong guy, man. I'm in a great place, a great mature place, where all I do is spread positivity. If you're not doing that, you're not on my page.
In the video, it's clear that he isn't apologizing for his actions and rather explaining that people shouldn't be looking at what someone did 8 years ago, but they should look at what Kevin Hart is now and see that he has changed to be a more positive person. All of the jokes and comments he made were insensitive to the LGBTQ community. These comments that were made at the time had a different effect and weren't viewed as offensive back then. Because of how old these tweets are, Kevin Hart has already apologized to the public multiple times in tweets and videos. However, the statements he made kept resurfacing and are being used as a weapon against his career. People change in a span of 8 years, and people shouldn't be trying to dig up dirt on people for the sole purpose of damaging their reputation. Although the tweets he put out were insensitive, they shouldn't be affecting his future opportunities.
Although social media can be used as a toxic platform to critique one's past mistakes, it can also be used to fight and call out one's morally wrong actions. A popular YouTuber named Logan Paul made videos back in 2017 where he disrespected Japanese culture, as well made fun of a suicide victim's dead body in a Japanese forest which is referred to as the suicide forest. While in Japan, he also disrespected both the people and the culture by being obnoxious around sacred religious buildings and mocking their culture and beliefs. While entering the suicide forest, the first instinct of any other person would be to walk away and call for help. However, him and his friends take a different approach. Him and his friends were in shock at first seeing the body 20 feet away from them, but a few minutes later, Logan and his friends approached and filmed the body while cracking jokes and making fun of the situation. The situation is extremely sickening because not only did Logan Paul record and ridicule the victim on camera, but he and his team also decided to upload the video to YouTube to his young audience. After the video was uploaded, Logan Paul received a large amount of backlash from the public, as well as other celebrities denouncing him for his actions and shut him down for his wrongdoings. Suicide survivors, as well as people who have loved ones affected by mental illness, tweeted their personal experiences and feelings on the situation, as well as being heartbroken and disgusted by the whole ordeal.
Dear Logan Paul, when my brother found my sister's body, he screamed with horror and confusion and grief and tried to save her. That body was a person someone loved. You do not walk into a suicide forest with a camera and claim mental health awareness.
The emotional tweet put out shows how mental health should be taken seriously and not as a form to entertain others. The tweet also acts as a call out to Logan, telling him to get his morals and values in check. After the vlog, Logan came out with an apology video.
I made a severe and continuous lapse in my judgment, and I don't expect to be forgiven. I'm simply here to apologize. So what we came across that day in the woods was obviously unplanned, and the reactions you saw on tape were raw, they were unfiltered. None of us knew how to react or how to feel. I should have never posted the video. I should have put the cameras down and stopped recording what we were going through. There's a lot of things I should have done differently, but I didn't. And for that, from the bottom of my heart, I am sorry. I want to apologize to the internet. I want to apologize to anyone who's seen the video. I want to apologize to anyone who has been affected or touched by mental illness or depression or suicide. But most importantly, I want to apologize to the victim and his family. For my fans who are defending my actions, please don't. They do not deserve to be defended. The goal with my content is always to entertain, to push the boundaries, to be all-inclusive. In the world I live in, I share almost everything I do. The intent is never to be heartless, cruel, or malicious. Like I said, I've made a huge mistake. I don't expect to be forgiven. I'm just here to apologize. I'm ashamed of myself. I'm disappointed in myself.
From the apology video, he seems unsympathetic and disingenuous and simply wants to protect his reputation rather than apologizing for his actions. He decided to take an 8-month absence from YouTube to reflect on his actions, as well as donate $1 million to suicide prevention organizations. Although he has taken steps to find redemption, his past choices will stick with him and continue to impact his future career. Present day, his reputation is still negative and most people remember him for the actions he made 2 years ago. The criticism he received was justifiable because it calls out his morals and helped him grow as a person while spreading awareness to his oppressional audience who may be too naive to understand the situation.